Hello and welcome. God damn it, I changed it up a little bit. Okay. Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying this content. Yes, I know, seeing me fuck up on a consistent basis must be very good content for all of you. And if you want to watch live, you can check us out at twitch.tv/ProDMJoey. And if you are interested in joining any of our games like this one, but not this one, reach out and let me know. We have numerous slots available. Alrighty. And as you can see, we now have a Vorik. Did you watch last session, Vorik?
Yeah, I watched the majority of last session, but I wasn't able to finish.
Last session, skill challenge, run from...
Avalanche.
Avalanche slash dragon.
15.
Yes. Find way into crack in the wall, slide in there, everybody hides. One dragon breaks through but dies as it does so. You all harvest it, make an augment out of it. Yay. Climb bits of this icy cavern area. Sorry, everybody, that we are recapping, but we need to catch him up. Climb a bit of this icy area where you met a philosopher by the name of Philo, whose head was the only thing protruding out of the wall. You all chiseled it out, and the person is not dead, but they are just a head. Apparently, as they claim, they have been cursed to this state from an individual that was upset with them for trying to run to flee for their life. You climb further up ahead, got into a large open dome-shaped room. Kyle noticed that there's claw marks up inside of the ice. You're surrounded by what appears to be nothing but an ever cold, ever frozen sculptor that you are all climbing inside of. When you investigated the ice, Kyle noticed that it seemed to shimmer in about 10 feet wide or so, which was kind of interesting with the claw marks, and decided to ask Makit to see if he sees anything invisible. Yeah, there's an invisible frozen wolf that was way bigger than winter wolves stuck in there, and Kyle messaged it, which awoken it, and it fought to break out of the ice and attack all of you. Arite, yet again, almost goes down, but thanks to some quick action from Ein, gets saved, brought back up. Yay, celebrate good times, come on. And then the head, who goes by Phil, if you're his friend, F-I-L-O. F-I-L-L-O is how you spell Philo, but Phil, if you're his friend. F-I-L-L. Said, hey, if you go check out my room, you might find something. You found the dead body of the individual who had cursed him. He convinced Makit to stick the individual's nose or finger up his nose just to disrespect his dead body. They found a shield. They found a cape. Apparently, Krieve likes capes because he thinks there's any application for them whatsoever. You found a bag of colding, which pretty much any organic material can go inside. No inorganic material. And it preserves it for 24 days. Went down to the captain's area, found a pair of masterworked boots and 3 potions. And then everybody else was taking their short rest, so boop, 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 boop. You're back with everybody taking their short rest. There we go. All caught up.
We would like to identify the shield during the short rest.
Who's identifying it?
Is someone able to identify it?
Wait, Rolric identifies?
No, I was gonna make a skill check that I'm not trained or proficient in at all.
Oh, okay.
You can
This
identify
appears
using...
to be an augment. Yes, Krieve?
Can you identify using just Arcana, or do you need the identify spell?
If you roll an Arcana and you've come across this augment before, I will tell you if you recognize it. But you need the identify spell if you want to know specifically what it does, or attunes to the shield.
All right. Well, I don't know how to make that. Well, I can have a look, of course. Let's see if it's something I've come across before, but yeah, I don't really have a working understanding of what Krieve has come across before in terms of augments. So.
You've come across some pretty askew things. Roll an Arcana check.
All right. I'll give myself guidance.
Well, because Rorik actually rolled high enough to potentially know it. Roll me a d20, Rorik.
I was just doing it for the shits and giggles, but
Well, it worked.
Is he proficient though?
I'm not.
Oh.
Like I said, shits and giggles.
I've not seen this before.
No, you have not.
I'll identify.
This is an augment of missile attraction.
Ooh, that can actually be very useful.
Can.
This shield seems rather dangerous. I recognize the symbols here. Let's just say that some wizards that served as a support sort of thing for my fellow mercenaries kind of put these on some of their shields, and the arrows and everything tended to go towards them instead of away.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Well, I would usually think you would try to not be hit by the arrows, but well, I
that's
suppose
my
if
point.
you have, right?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
some
look
point.
at it.
Have,
Look
have
at it
like
this way:
yes.
if it attracts arrows, the other people behind the shield can just run in.
Well, yes. So if you have some big meaty flesh bag running up front with then that could be good to like soak up all.
Where's Arite?
Hey, Arite, we got a new augment for you. We won't tell you what it is because it's a surprise.
As another note, it does give you resistant to range weapon damage. Only weapon damage from range attacks, though. And this includes ballista, this includes arrows, daggers, javelins.
But it'll also only attract those weapons. It doesn't attract a firebolt or...
No, it's only ranged weapons that it attracts.
I feel like it's going to be just some sort of like comedic, like cartoonish thing where Kale is going to like shoot an arrow at an enemy and it's going to miss him, but then it's going to loop around the enemy and go straight to me.
Also, it's not all of them shot in proximity. It's if it is shot in your general direction and you're within range. So, you'll have a scope of like, I'd say 35, 40 degrees. In that general, like, hey, I'm aiming here and you're this angle, but you're in thin range. It scoops over towards you. Yeah. Which, again, can be beneficial. But you have to be willing to be a tank.
Yeah, Rourke will definitely try to take this to, help out Ares since everything seems to love to try to kill him.
Oh, this last fight.
You know what? It's not even wrong, and that pisses me off.
Well, I mean, it's we seem to have like some familiar curses in this group. Aerie, everything wants to kill him. He can never earn his mother's love because he was never the class president.
That's a lie. His mom loves him. She just loves hard.
Nobody can tell his name.
That's true.
Yeah,
I feel like
Kyle
all the curses are just me.
And then Kyle can never go scouting without something bad happening.
Hey, he always finds what's dangerous up ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
And then proceeds to
make my fucking job. Not just not the way I want to.
Then Ein is a cleric.
Apparently.
What do you mean? I'm a wizard.
You're a hairy wizard, Furbolg lady.
My shield is my book.
And then Krieve is a bard, but he's actually a warlock.
Yeah, this group doesn't make much sense in D&D terms, and that's why I like it. So, anyways, you all do identify these things. Short rest.
Can we also take the short rest to pick up the augment stuff from the wolf? and put it in the bag
You
of
mean
holding.
put the wolf in the bag? Because I don't think you guys have any more gems, do you?
Oh yeah, but so we need to take the old wolf
And
to
put
do
it in the
that?
bag. Yeah.
But
Yep.
can we just like take a part of the wolf and use it for the augment later?
No, you need to take the whole wolf and put it in the bag. That's the point of the bag, though.
Okay.
The bag has a maximum holding capacity of 5 large creatures, or 3 huge creatures, or 10 medium creatures.
I'll note that on the party loot, and I will do a specific area for it.
But yes, you can cut up the wolf and put it in the bag, and when you pull it out, it will be the wolf's necessary components. The bag of holding has its perk, but it can only hold inorganic or organic materials. And mark down that you have 24 days. Preserved wolf.
Invisible preserved wolf.
That is true.
That'll be fun to try to sell to a merchant. Hey, we have this invisible wolf hide. Do you want some?
You're fucking with me. Drop it.
Drops it on his desk and crushes.
We just pull was it Emperor's New Style con on them? It's like, oh look, only an idiot cannot see this fine wolf fur.
Well, I mean, if we can actually skin this thing, it might make for an invisibility cloak or something.
I like that idea.
Just make the cloak from Harry Potter, made of wolf hide.
I'm just wondering, is it the hide that's invisible, or is it like the insides too?
Nah, the blade is visible.
I want an invisibility cape that sort of covers part of my torso.
Motion to destroy any mention of a cape that he ever makes.
Granted.
What?
Okay, time to destroy your cape, buddy.
Anyways, by the way, can I put the 80 pounds of winter wolf hide that Verk's been carrying inside the bag of holding, or is it
Yes,
not
you can.
enough room? Okay.
80 pounds is a medium creature.
All right, someone please add that into the.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, short rest. Go ahead, roll your hit dice if you have hit dice still available. Isn't adventuring fun? In Xhorhas?
Definitely.
Thank God I get all my shit back on a long rest.
You mean short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
and
hit dice
also,
are the only consumables that you get back on a long rest.
Verk's giving, that inspiring, like, good job, everyone kind of speech as we're short resting. So that's 10 hit points.
Yeah, good job. I almost forgot you were here.
I know, sorry, I seem to sort of be blending into the background a bit there.
Oh, I didn't see you either. My name is Phil.
Oh, nice to actually properly, like, be greeted by you, Phil. I've been watching you for a while. It's honestly a little disconcerting to see a talking head without a body.
How do you think it feels to be one?
That's perfectly fair. Can you still eat and drink, or are you just
I haven't tried yet. I feel very hungry.
Well, while we're resting here a bit, let me make up some tea for you. It must have been cold in that ice.
Oh, freezing.
So, can you? You said you had an itch on your leg, but can you feel other parts of your body as well?
Let me try. No.
Well, maybe the itch is just something you are, hallucinating.
Like a phantom pain, except it's an itch.
What the hell is a phantom pain?
I
It's,
don't know.
It's a kind
sorry,
of hallucination.
It's a term. I guess maybe not younger folk use nowadays, but I had a few buddies who lost some of their limbs in battle, and well, sometimes they would feel like the pain as if they still had the limb, even though it was gone. The phantom pain.
Oh, I see. A ghost is attacking your invisible limb.
Not quite. Or
Oh.
at least not that I'm aware of.
You realize I am joking, right?
McKeat was saying something.
You realize that is incredibly idiotic.
Oh, I know.
I mean, it is a theory, right?
You know I was joking, right? Like I was not being serious?
With a sympathetic look pats Rita's back. Don't worry, we understand well.
No, I am not stupid. I just hate libraries. That does not make me stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna have.
Nodding. Nod.
That's what they all say.
That reminds me, I still need to place that tracking spell on you.
Well, anyway, I was wondering if maybe we could find some way to like, well, Phil, if you want the curse to be broken somehow, then.
In all honesty, yes.
You want to die a slow, painful death away from your body?
I'm fairly sure that the fact that his head's already detached would mean he just dies instantly.
Well, that's the hope, right? I mean, I don't want pain. Pain is uncomfortable. However, I don't like this existence, really.
Really?
Well, maybe,
Although,
maybe it's connected to some kind of phylactery. Yes?
A what?
You lot gotta stop using words I do not know. Phantom pains, factories.
Phylactery.
That's what I said, factory.
It's both pun and proper suggestion. I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone here knows what a fill factory is.
it's not
I mean,
a
I know
fill
a
factory,
factory,
it's a phylactery. It's a kind of a thing that, well, some wizards use when they want to try and stay alive, or well.
Well, then we should get McKeat one because that would probably keep him safe, right, McKeat?
Technically, yes, as long as the phylactery is not destroyed, I would be alive in a sense. But
and
Wait, then-
not on another sense.
Wait, are you saying that if you had a phylactery, if you destroy it, then it kills you?
it ends my undeath.
We could also, of course, once we get back to Sarsit Kitril, maybe put him on like a silver platter or something and sell him. I mean, a head on a plate could probably fetch a fair price. A talking head on a plate, no less.
I'd prefer not to be sold.
Hero,
No,
how illegal
Creve,
would that
that's-
actually
I'm
be
just
in Sarsis?
joking. Take it easy. You're so uptight.
Well, I mean,
And-
there's certain jokes where you shouldn't cross the line. I mean, he may be a head, a talking head, but he's still a person.
Well, technically, he's not a... Well, how old are you again, Mr. Head? Over 120 at this point?
243.
Right. So he's had time to get used to this existence. It's I mean, if you can't take a joke after 120 years of being just the head, then what's the point?
There is something that you must realize. First, Field is a part of a den, which are the nobility of this country. And there is, even if it's probably very fun to see a Drow's head talking, he deserves a little bit of respect. Second, there is something. There is no such thing as death for members of the Den in the dynasty.
Well,
we all, well, they all live through a cycle of rebirth.
Wow, you must
And-
really trust them to be telling them all of this.
They should know why you want to die.
so in
They
other
wouldn't
words,
understand it if they don't.
Well, even if I don't come back to life, I still want to die because this existence. I mean, like, what is there to enjoy? I just tried tea; it just drips out from my neck. I can't even taste it.
Oh, you couldn't even taste.
Oh.
No, that
No.
sucks.
Oh. I mean, I have an itch on my leg that's insatiable right now. I can't piss. I can't fuck.
All right. How about
Presumably,
you-
I can't get drunk.
Why
What's
don't-
there to live for?
Okay, why don't we take you to what is the city on the way? We can drop you off at Charis.
Oh, where's? I mean, where's the last place you saw your body?
Where you found my head.
Well, why don't we dig out the rest of his body?
Because
mean-
it's deep into highs.
Roughly
Probably
15 feet of ice.
With no sure-footed ground on a very slick slope staircase.
Oh, you can try. I won't.
I mean, do we have any pickaxes? Because I might be able to request the crystal dragon the ability to better break through.
It's also, for the smart people in the character, in the pillar that holds this entire tower up that you're many feet inside of.
I mean, if we get his body out, what's the worst that could happen? You know?
We suffer,
Collapsing?
we suffer a catastrophic cave-in by doing so.
Yes, I believe that would be a good idea to avoid.
Well, in all honesty, this is a lot better than me being just stuck in a wall for 122 years. So, I mean, I'm happy to hang out with all of you, and hopefully you can find a way to, let's not call it kill me, let's call it, allow me to
Euthanize.
die.
Yes, or
Ooh.
euthanize.
Yes. And that would be nice.
Well, yes. I think it's better we just bring you with us. And I mean, you still have some knowledge and working, purpose.
Yes. Ooh, now we have to go in and find that room. It's going to be quite difficult to find our way into.
What room?
Well, before that, maybe we could just ask no scrapping skeleton to tell you how to break the curse. I mean, it costs nothing to ask.
Well, I mean, if you wish to ask him, feel free. I don't want to hear from him.
He's not getting his cape back.
I mean, if we're gonna talk to him, it might be best to hide Phil from him, because if there was bad blood between them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, can anyone here do this today? Or do you have to?
No, I would think sleeping would be a good idea regardless. We have been up for quite some time now.
Well, I wouldn't say we have really. I mean, just
Actually-
we got up
Yeah.
after a long rest, and
Yeah.
we checked the tunnels, fled from the dragons, got in here, found him.
Yep. So you've been awake for
well-
about 4 hours.
Yeah, it's not
It's been a
very
hell of a
long at
day.
Long day.
all.
That's
Still a long day, but fuck me.
Still echo.
I prefer not sleeping my life away. I mean, there are so many other activities you can do at night.
Exactly. You're all young. You should be
Get
out
mine.
there, enjoying life.
How much more
Well-
energy does Ian and Mickey have for their spells left over?
Or find that room. And I'm very curious to know what that room is.
Or it could be
As am I.
trapped. It could be a trap or an enemy inside.
It could be, yes.
Right. Well, I suggest we go and we start looking for this room, and if if we find out that we need to take a rest and gather our strength, then we can do that, I suppose. It would be very strange to get up and then go back to sleep at noon.
Jared, can I insight check Phil on that? Because like I said, I don't know the full context, and it sounds like this room sounds sus the way that was phrased.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh God.
Okay. He's curious. The purpose of them being here was to excavate and find this relic of the Age of Arcanum. This tower called the Everfrost. And they found it, and they went to find what lied inside.
Yes, I know I'm still echoey. Thank you. Anyways, they found it inside, and they got close to what they thought was some type of vault. But then the Frigid Doom came, not allowed to die, so on and so forth.
Let's find this room then.
Right.
Right. Well, we'll leave the scouting to you, Kale. You're so good at it.
Do you have any direction, any ideas where to look at, Phil?
I will say Makita starts laughing when Nug says Kale is so good at scouting.
Sorry, Mickey, can you, you seem to really be, okay, that tickled your fancy. Can you rotate me about, 124 degrees? Nope, 120.
I'm a little right there.
Yes.
Oh, I'm the one rotating him since
Yeah.
I have the staff.
Yeah, they tied his head to Makit's quarterstaff since Makit never uses his quarterstaff. He just has it. And your quarterstaff, it would be very unfortunate to swing at somebody with a head on it.
Yeah.
It's a head-on attack.
Yes. That direction was where we were excavating. They went in pretty far, last that I knew. You're probably going to have to climb at some point. But we're not terribly far away.
All right. Well, I mean, we don't have to like send Kale to go alone in front. I mean, there was this wolf, but that was in the ice. I don't suppose there are things crawling about in the tunnels itself. So why don't we just go ahead and
Let's go.
Yes, go this way
Alrighty.
or that way.
So, marching order, please, everybody.
Well, Kale obviously up front because he's the best scout in the party.
I'll go after Kale.
I'm the
Yeah,
last
so-
one, hands down.
Perception.
Yeah, Rourke will probably be near Iron.
Makit, do you want to be smack dab in the middle?
Yeah.
All right, everybody happy with this marching order? Good. Well then, you all wander straight ahead, and you find another one of these oval-shaped crescents that go into the wall itself that you can all slide your way down and just into it. No? As you have slid into here, you all look around yourselves, and this appears to be a much larger mining operation. There's tunnels that interlock, connect, moves, twist, wane, all in different various directions, and they're all made of this Everfrost ice. There's no dirt, there's no stone, no gems, just ice, as far as you can see. And it's kind of odd, because as you begin stepping this far in, you all hear a fairly consistent little hum emanating. Just a quieted, almost vibration.
Does it come from a specific direction, from a specific funnel, or
All around you.
And And does it get louder when we go through a direction, louder or smoother?
Well, that depends if you pick a direction and start heading.
So how many directions we have? Like 3 in front of us?
There's left, right, and forward, and then if you keep going forward, there's left, right, then there's left, right, then there's left, right, then there's left, right.
Okay.
There's a lot. It's a mining excavation.
Well, let's pick a random.
Backhand rule.
Let's go to left.
Left-hand rule then.
Before we go a certain direction, can Rurik do a vibe check?
Sure, roll. Wait. You've done a vibe check this week already. Sorry.
Oh, it's a weekly thing. Okay.
Well, I mean, mine as well. It seems a little bit OP, but you know.
All right.
Can't continually check vibes, bro. You're not a druid. No.
Can I do
So
a
you're saying that I can do it on
vibe check?
Sundays?
What were you asking, Kyle?
Can I do a vibe check as an archaeologist and I'm in excavation?
You could do a history check to see what you know about this excavation.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. They were using a strip mine format for excavating out, which means they were searching blindly for something in particular or for mass somethings. That's usually what that translates to. You notice that all of these tunnels do seem to interlock and move towards one another. However, as you walk up and down this area that has the 8 different paths that stretch in different directions, you notice that the last path on the left-hand side, so the 8th one on the left-hand side, deviates and goes deeper and then turns right than the other ones do. The other ones just interlocked and move. Okay.
If there's something to find, it's probably this way. So you know when you do excavation, you look blind, you're trying to go and large, and you don't deviate until you find something, and this one deviates. So let's go there.
Alrighty. So you all continue down that last final path and then move to the right. You see up ahead of you that there's a much larger excavated circular shaped room. And there appears to be a 5-sided archway in front of you. The archway has been the first thing that you've seen down here, not made completely out of ice, that looks like it kind of fits in. This archway appears to be a heavily obscured looking grayish color and pigmentation in front of it, as well as the border itself being completely brass. Now, the interesting thing is, if that is ice past the archway, it seems incredibly obscured with gray and black. But as you look at it for a period of time, all of you kind of feel like you've seen it before.
I have some trouble picturing what is a 5-sided archway. Like, to me, an archway is like a path. How do you make a 5-sided path?
And can Rurik try to do a, I guess, intelligence check to see if he remembers why he seems familiar?
5-sided archway right here, with the 5 sides very pointed.
Oh, it's a house.
It's,
You want to do what check? History check.
Oh, I'm not good at this.
It's fine. you can't quite put your finger on it. Everybody roll me a history check.
I'm gonna have a look at it and then start ritually casting detect magic.
Okay. All right. 28 and 22. 22 and 28, you also know this, which I believe that is Makit and Kael.
Yep.
That archway looks familiar because of that dish that you all saw when floating in the astral. The dish itself had this shape all around this circumference of it. And although it was a circular dish, before you approached up to it, it actually had that same discoloration, that grayish, blackish tint to it. Now, Kael, furthermore past that, while in the astral, this color was persistent in many different areas that you saw while exploring around as much as you could that first time before everybody got back to their bodies.
So so in the session 3-0, right?
Yep.
Just from a mingled dream.
Shameless plug.
Hey, if it helps, it helps.
Yep. Can I get closer and see if there are markings on the archway?
Yes, you can approach it. And as you do, you hear Phil.
Wow, this is so beautiful. I wonder what it is.
I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
You go up to it. Roll me an investigation, please. Creve, you're still working on your detect magic. 27.
27.
The boundaries at each of the corners appear to have slightly skewed 5-pointed side protrusions, kind of like their own smaller little blocks attached to it. And in the very center of those blocks, it has a red gem, very large, a blue gem, a green gem, or sorry, red. Let me just draw it. It'll be easier. All right. So red, blue, green, yellow, white. In the dead center, and it's a fairly sizable looking gem as well for each of these. Now, aside from that, there are markings on it, but they seem to be covered with a little bit of ice, just leaning against it. Like shards of ice that were chipped away. Loose.
Can I take off the shard of ice and see if I can read the markings?
Sure. As you're all standing there, Kael wipes it away. What corner do you
Very
start
gently.
with? What corner do you start with?
Blue one.
So the upper one.
Whatever you're doing, can it wait? I say while I'm still focusing on casting the spell.
Yeah.
Upper left.
Okay. Do you hear Creve?
Yeah, but I don't care. Like, is like, Kayed is his fucking tuner focus now.
Okay. Kyle disappears.
Fuck me.
Oh. I shrug and continue casting my spell.
Wait, does everyone else see that? What just happened?
Yeah, he just poof gone.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Kyle.
If he'd given me 5 more minutes, maybe I could have told him. But
Rick goes over to where Kale was and just kind of calling out.
I'm going to activate my eyes and see if he actually poofed away, or if he's just invisible.
Okay. Your eyes do not see anything here, out of the usual.
All right.
So, Rorik, you go there and you start looking around. He's not there. He's not there.
Yeah. What happened when he when he disappeared? Like, what was he doing again?
He was touching the top left corner. The blue one.
Rorik, I swear to God, I see you eyeing that blue stone. Do not.
I'm not much on magic, Harry, so I don't know what doing that would do. It's just he's suddenly gone. What are we supposed to do, Harry?
Rorik, I swear to God, if you press that stone, I will be forced to go after you.
Which god?
You know which god.
Yeah, I know.
We worship the same flippin' god.
Yes, we do. And what do we do when someone's in trouble?
Kyle, I messaged you on Roll20.
Alright. Same time, I guess, then.
Alright.
Creve mutters some curse in Infernal, overhearing them while he's still focusing on his spell.
Crystal, what if this kills me? Please make it quick.
Well, off we go. Rick touches it too.
Alrighty. Rorik disappears.
I will also touch it.
He disappears.
TPK. TPK.
Creve, around now, your spell goes off, and you sense conjuration magic.
I start focusing on all 5 of the different gems.
Each of the 5 corners have conjuration magic associated with them. Slightly different.
All right. So there is. I'm just saying out loud what I'm sort of picking up on.
Okay.
So yes, there is definitely some conjuration magic. Probably teleportation, I would say. I mean, some of the other signs, aside from the one they touched, I suppose, could be some kind of summoning, maybe. Can I try and use Arcana to pick up on some, like, more? Get some more out of it. The reading.
Sure, go for it.
No, I don't have guidance because it's concentration.
Yeah, 9. Unfortunately, your best estimate is probably what you just said. That's all you can really discern.
Right.
This is not something that you're all too familiar with. Well, I'd say you're not too familiar with. You're not unfamiliar with it. It's just mechanically you haven't really cared.
No.
You know, if I dispel magic on Gem.
Maybe.
Alrighty, so right now we have Makit, Creve, and Ein.
So do we chase after them or do we slap other gems?
Well, maybe I don't know. If they were teleported somewhere, I mean, it looks like it's made to be some sort of pathway, right? This place.
Probably.
Maybe it connects to some place similar. Sort of like, kind of like a teleportation circle or something like that, only with different kinds of directions or specific locations you go to.
That would be incredible. Let's go!
Well,
Okay.
I would not be. I will just say that. Well, I'm not an expert on these things, but what if this teleports you to some place where there is supposed to be another teleportation, or pathway or similar thing? If that place is inside solid ice, I don't know what would happen, or if it's not there anymore.
Warwick messaged you. Continue.
Maybe it just throws you out somewhere into like the astral sea, or I don't know. Maybe you get dematerialized and just poof.
As you're having this conversation, you see Warwick appears back in the same spot.
Oh, hey guys, it's fine in there. It just leads to a room, and then he pokes it again.
Okay. I poke as well.
No, it's just a room. I poke the other color.
Oh, I'm gonna go have a look as well. Still concentrating on detect magic.
All right,
Go touch
Ian,
the-
which color?
The one next to blue. That's red, right?
Red. Red is the bottom one.
Yeah. Yeah, bottom
All right.
one.
You walk over and just kick it. Boop, disappear. Brave.
Live wild and free.
Yeah, I touched the blue one.
Okay. Boop. So, everyone other than Ein, sorry, Ein, you appear inside of a very large room that has a starlit sky for a dome ceiling above you. The stars themselves rotate and move around as much as possible. Actually, Ein death saves. No, I'm fucking with you. And it appears to be some type of working facility. Some type of mage's shop with numerous bookshelves, bookcases, a very large desk that has rummaging sound coming from up underneath it, as you can presume that is Kyle. Kyle, now everybody is back here with you. And Arite.
Oh, hey.
Interesting.
This is I like the roof.
Do I pick
I
up
like
on
this place.
anything magical in the room? I assume. roof.
Yeah. The ceiling, the bookshelves, the books, the chair is magical. The desk has 3 magical instruments on top of it and 2 magical instruments inside of it.
I'll just point everything out. So magical, that's magical, that's magical. I don't know if it's a trap.
I love this place.
Warwick,
I hope.
you
no.
sit in the chair?
Oh no. Yes, I do. But yeah. Oh no. I mean, I've never seen a magic chair, but I'm. Yeah, rest these old bones for a second.
Hello, Master Lecter. How can I be assistance today?
Oh, can I get some tea if possible?
I'm sorry, Master Lecter. I am unfamiliar with tea.
Oh,
He's completely in stride.
Please tell me Rurik is talking out loud.
oh yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, and all of you hear the voice as well. The disembodied voice just around you.
Tea's relatively simple. It's So you take certain sorts of herbs like peppermint and you add them together and you let it rest in some hot water for a bit to
You realize
stay.
you're talking to a chair, right? Not a tea kettle.
Master Lectin, I was not aware that we were going to have guests today. Allow me to freshen up the place.
You all
I
see that the
appreciate it.
bookshelves adjust, realign all of the books, and flatten the spines so nobody can read them, and the desk straightens itself perfectly, and the rug just immediately straightens out.
Oh, thank you. But except those two there, he gestures to Kale and Makita. They're interested in learning quite a bit. Can you assist them in any way for what they need?
Master Lecter, would you like me to initiate Recruitment Protocol 626?
The fuck is this?
Sure.
Master Victor?
Can I insight check that? I don't know.
Give me an intelligence check?
Yeah.
As someone from the military, recruitment protocol is not a good thing, probably. Well, for the people you're recruiting.
Well, before we start any of that, why don't we just review the current protocols we have so I get the right protocol correct on this matter?
Would you like me to give you the full list of recommended protocols in this particular situation, Master Lecter?
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry, Master Lecter, I do not recognize that command.
Yes.
Very well, Master Lecter.
And you see on your desk one of the books on the shelf right beside, you know what, for comedic sake, we'll go with Arite. Arite, give me a dex save.
Oh God.
I'm surprised you didn't say Kale.
No, Kale's under your desk currently, where you're
Ah.
sitting, so awkward. Arite, you have the book kind of like slammed to the side of your head. You suffer 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
There is a ghost in here. All libraries are haunted. We must leave this place immediately.
Arite, I will burn you alive.
Oh shit.
Wait, where did Anya go? I know.
Mysterious voice. Do you know where another compatriot of ours is? About yay tall, furry, very very nice.
You must be talking about the intruder inside of our faculty line. Our faculty lounge.
Yes. Well, that intruder is actually a guest as well.
So I should deactivate all of the threat protocols?
Yes, please.
Of course, Master Lecter.
Ein! You stepped into a very large classroom that has nobody in it, a whole bunch of books and random things, and you just had about 12 ghostly creatures with chains attached to their torsos chasing and running after you, and suddenly they all stop and disappear.
I didn't think classrooms were this exciting. Can I look around if there's any similar looking gems? Because I assume that would be the way out as well.
The way that you came, there's actually a similar archway, but the only gem that you can see on your side is the red one.
Yeah, I'll go back through the archway.
Pink! Red, disappear.
It appears that your guest has left.
Oh, well, I'm sure she'll be back soon. Anyways, let's get going through these protocols. And Rick begins reading through the book that hit Arite in the head.
What languages do you know?
Oh, Common, Elvish, Zemnian.
Ein appears.
Would you like me to activate Protocol 626?
That was recruitment protocol, right?
Recruitment Protocol 626.
Before you activate any protocols, I have a question for the mysterious ghost.
You can answer any of our guests' questions.
What are all the facilities you have here exactly?
Can you go through all the facilities we have here?
Yes, of course, Master Lecter.
Also, ask what the name of the place is, or the purpose. Seems like some kind of school thing.
Oh, and can you also pull out my autobiography, please?
Knowing most wizards, there is an autobiography lying around.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I can confirm.
Mikit says as he slowly hides his.
The current accessible locations inside of our facility is the faculty facility, the lecture hall, lecturer's hall, headmaster's hall, of course where we are currently, and the experiment room. As for your autobiography, sir, you told me to be sure that it is set to incinerate if anybody were to ever ask for it. Initiating protocol.
Except for myself, of course.
You see one of the bookshelves ignites with a single book that falls to the ground.
Right. I'm gonna go towards the experiment room. You all have fun.
Erite, I think we all know that Kale should be the one to scouting.
And
important note, Kael's been waiting for a little while. You got over to the desk and you noticed that there were many, many arcane glyphs, protective natures on everything, and up underneath the desk there appeared to be a hidden locked box, but your hand can't get down there and unlock it for you because you can't see the angle, so you've been down there trying to tinker with the lock this entire time. Roll me...
Roll for it?
Yes, please. Now, it is an incredibly difficult lock, so this is why it's taken you close to 10 minutes.
Can I ask for guidance, just for the sake of it?
I mean, if you want to call out to somebody, if they want to be nice enough.
Can someone help me here?
Can you help him out with whatever he's working on?
Yeah, I cast guidance.
Oh, Rurg was asking the mysterious voice.
Yeah,
no, please, no voice.
Would you like me to deactivate all of the protocols on your lockbox?
Oh, yes, please.
Very well.
It lowered the DC considerably for you. And you do hear it goes,
deactivating. 1, 2, 3. Progress complete.
It's 19.
All right, 19. You unlock this little box, and it shoots out with a drawer that you kind of have to like shimmy your way out to look inside of. And there appears to be a very nice looking object inside. I'm getting there.
Scroll of fine traps. Best item in the game.
I'm not that much of an asshole, guys. Come on. Useless.
Gonna make an augment out of it.
You find a key made out of mithril that has a series of 4 different edges attached to the base where the key has a very interesting, ornate looking system around it. And the 4 other edges all have different, what appears to be maze-like connections, keeping them all attached to the one singular object.
So the key might be incredibly complicated to get out of the object, right? Because
No,
of
no,
those
no.
nails.
That is associated with the key. That object is the handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, God damn these jokes.
I take out the key and I ask Rurik, can you ask the voice what it is?
Quick question, Joe. I typed it in Roll20, did that work?
Leans back into the chair as he thinks of what an old master wizard man could likely have on his chair, and then says, "Can you activate the massage protocol?" That does not work, unfortunately.
Dang.
Yes. Wizards do not like comfort when they are still studying. They like comfort when they retire.
I mean, okay.
Takes away the drive.
I wouldn't say that. But can you let our guest know what it is in his possession currently?
Of course. That is the Infiltrator's Key. Mithril skeleton key forged using the blood of 12 master thieves, all executed for trying to steal your prized possessions here inside of your experiment room.
Thank you for the reminder.
That sounds fancy.
Is there a nicer description? Because that sounds a bit grim.
Skeleton key?
It is a skeleton key.
There we go.
Doesn't look like a skeleton.
Would you like me to initiate backsass protocol?
Go ahead.
Okay. Very well, sir.
Ian, give me a dex save.
Oh no.
Everything for comedy. 16.
That's not high enough. There is a beam of light that shoots from the ceiling, slams into you, and now I need you to give me a charisma save.
Oh no.
Hey.
I thought this was backsass, not obliterate the
17.
cleric.
That is just barely high enough. As you take the beam into you, you feel, but for a moment, your mind becomes almost inert. Like it's completely useless to even have it. And then you manage to shrug it off.
Oh god, I think I know what that was. That being said, Jared, depending on how far Ein was, remember Rick has the paladin aura thing.
Ian's a little further than that away. She hasn't walked fully in the room, and you're sitting in the chair at the other end of the room.
Yeah, I'm still at the doorway.
But regardless, Ian was not hurt in the making of this comedy.
Oh, I thought it was the verbal one, not the beam of light one. Deactivate the backsass protocol.
Very well.
Also, yeah, 1 second. Rolrick, what language do you speak? Because you said you were trying to read the book.
Oh, Common, Elvish, and Zemnian.
You don't recognize the language.
Can you ask if there are any currently active protocols that can inflict danger, or that are dangerous and can inflict damage, harm?
Oh no, I already told it to deactivate all protocols, so those should be deactivated.
Well, there could be some protocols that are worth keeping activated, maybe.
Are there any protocols that are worth keeping currently?
Page 365 inside of that journal in front of you lists all of the protocols that under no circumstances are ever to be uplifted by anyone other than from the Master Janet herself.
Rurik can't read the language, so he kind of slowly just kind of numbers through the pages. Sorry, Kale or McKee, my eyes are failing me a little here. Can you assist me in reading this?
Of course.
All right.
And I pick up my glasses and bend over Rurik's shoulder and start reading with him.
Okay. Do any of you speak Orcish?
Nah.
Alrighty, you can't read it.
Oh.
I can't read it. It's an horrible language as it sounds, but
Well, maybe the chair can make it another language.
Can you change the language of this?
I do not understand this input.
Activate. No.
activate translation mode.
Activate audio reading mode, please. Basically, I'm like, when you have an audiobook, you have it just read it out loud.
I do not understand this input. Would you like me to repeat all of the protocols currently activated and will not be activated under any circumstances other than the head, Janet?
Yes, please.
Very well.
Now, instead of me speaking like that entire time, because that is going to aggravate the shit out of me, it gives you a list of several protocols. First one is complete detection. No facility inside of this area is allowed to be detected by magical means. The second one is give me a second. Experimental hall, full lockdown. There is no transportation into that hall under any circumstance, unless, of course, the head Janet comes to allow people in. There is the locked cells in the lecturer's hall. None of those cells are allowed to be unlocked from any protocol. There's a total of 7 cells out of the 135 in total. The other ones have been unlocked by you because you told it to unlock, though. There is the ejection protocol, which ejects anybody who says one of the forbidden words inside of this location. There is the protocol of hidden knowledge, which immediately incinerates any tome that is questioned about by an individual who is not one of the, or who is not specifically Janet, the Janet. So yeah. Those protocols cannot be deactivated.
Except by Janet herself.
Yes.
Or himself, whatever.
Janet is one of those constants in your universe.
Can you remind me quickly why we had full lockdowns and locked cells?
To make sure that the experiments that we keep inside of them would not be released where they would be a danger to yourself and other experiments that you want to keep safe.
Okay.
Alright, I'm definitely going to the experiment room after this. Actually, you know what? I'm going now. See you guys in a bit.
It's been a while. Do you mind reminding me what the experiments we were doing?
Your experiments are all listed inside of the experiment room, Master Lecter.
Okay.
Maybe ask it where this Janet is.
Well, I'm gonna go stretch my legs.
Did you not hear Creve, or are you ignoring him?
Yeah, Rurik doesn't want to ask that, and because that seems risky to him. But also, he's worried about Arite going alone to the experiment room.
All right. Well, anyways, Arite touches the white one and nothing happens. The protocol locks it. He can't enter.
All right. Where is Master Janet currently?
I'm sorry, I do not understand the title. Master Janet? Was Janet promoted?
Yes.
I will accommodate appropriately.
Can you answer the previous question?
Calibrating proper protocol updates.
Oh no.
Rick, make us a master. Like I janitor or whatnot.
That being said, okay, sorry, I'm not sure what to do right now because I don't know. I could have some dire. All right.
Oh, don't worry. Something else is about to happen.
Oh yay! Thank God.
Update finalized. All individuals currently located inside of this hall, please evacuate immediately. Master Janet is nowhere within the limits, and I do have permissible excuse for using executive power and execution. You have the countdown. 10, 9,
I run out.
The key
8,
stops running.
7,
Run out.
Stop the
6,
countdown.
5, 4,
Running out.
3,
We should
2,
go.
Running out.
Or it
One.
goes to the blue and
Out. Blue.
Rorik, you're the last one. Deck save.
yeah. Oh, so it's not an advantage, but
It is 12. Everyone else already made it over, touched the button. Bing, 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 bing. Warwick, as you're about to touch it, there is a large zap of lightning that coalesces through your entire body for 18 points of lightning damage before you touch the button and come through the other side fried.
well, unfortunately, the way the electricity works, you know, it like seizes the muscles, including the heart. Rogue has a heart attack and he's dead.
Oh, so unfortunate. But anyways, you were Master Lecter, and you just gave up that title to Janet.
So there can't. It's like the rule of two. There can't be more than one master and one apprentice.
Not when it comes to wizards.
That's not true.
No, it is very true.
Yeah. Welcome to wizardry.
Man, wizards be dumb.
Yes.
I can still set you on fire.
Oh no, that was said out of character.
I imagine Arighty is just like spamming the white stone as he sees everyone piling on top of each other as they teleport back.
It's not working. Just
I
wanna
think.
Well, I want to try something. Can I try? So I have this key that skeleton key is supposed to open everything. Can I try to use it to pull the white stone or what stuff?
You would have to know more specifically what the key does, I think.
Do you still have the detect magic up?
I'm just gonna turn around to the group when everyone comes out of the room. Okay, can we all just take a moment to collect ourselves here? Because we are running around like headless chickens, and we are poking at stuff we have no idea what does or what is. And, well, I don't know, but Rurik, your head's all fuzzy and standing in different directions. I mean, your hair.
Yeah. So,
Alright, what mistake did Kale make this time?
well, mistake or no mistake. So, I found that.
Suggest that we try a little bit more carefulness going forward. I have no intention of dying at the hands of some ghost of an archmage or something like that. So,
So there was a ghost in there.
well,
I mean, to be fair, Creve, you're the one who encouraged me to talk about Janet.
Well, I asked where she was.
You're the one that decided to make her master.
Yes.
Yes, I'm aware that was. I wasn't quite sure how that qualified. I mean, you'd think they'd allow two masters, but I mean, I guess
no.
wizards back then tend to be just vain and crazy. Like one even burned his autobiography.
Why would there be multiple masters? That's kind of the point of being a master. You're the one that's above all the others.
Well, I mean, just because someone surpasses you doesn't make you any less a master of what you strive for. I mean, that's the purpose of being a teacher, about being someone my age, you know. Your students, the next generation, they are. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase this.
Well,
Just I need to remember how this phrase.
Your future?
Yeah, they are the future, but
And once they surpass you, they can be the master. But
Right,
until
now I
then,
remember
you're
what it
the
is.
one that
It's-
knows more.
that's the thing is, as a master and as someone my age, well, the thing is we are what the student overcomes. We don't
And
strive
when
to
they-
get them to our level. We strive to get them better than us.
And when they reach that point, they become the master. Until then, you're the master.
well, let's not get into a philosophical debate about the semantics of mastery and apprentice, but so we need to figure out who this Janet is, or maybe, well, I am curious about why the chair thought that you were the master lector. Was it because you were old? Sorry?
That was my theory too, actually. Yes.
Or because you were a human male? Could that be it? Or I don't know. Maybe this Janet. Well, I don't know the naming traditions for whoever built this place, but Janet comes off as a female name. So maybe if Ayn goes in there and sits down in the chair, she will be the lector, master lector. Or she can also get zapped.
Zapped.
What?
I was just saying zapped. Same time as you did.
Ah, right.
Oh, I thought you were saying that. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
With your accent, they sound very similar.
Yes, the TH is something difficult for non-English speaking persons.
Well, I for one thought that was a fantastic learning experience and a relic of the Age of Arcanum. That must have been one of the Grand Masters of some group or society, long forgotten and lost even in name, and wonderful.
Listen, what do you know about a Janet and or Lector?
Nothing, but I want to find out so much more. I mean, can you imagine having the magical property to instantaneously, perpetually teleport people to specifically designated locations that can last a millennia?
Out of character teleportation circle?
That can last a millennia and stay open. Teleportation circles, as you know them, have to be reactivated each time you use them. This is static. Continual.
Okay, I've never used teleportation circle before, so I just assumed they were.
But yeah,
similar in
out of
concept.
character, like this is me explaining like how much bigger of a deal it is magically.
Well, whatever secrets are here, I think it will be more difficult to gain access to them now. Sorry, Rurik, I'm not trying to point fingers too much.
No, it's fair. That was a mistake on my part, and we paid for it, and well, still likely will.
All right. Well, we have still 3 rooms we haven't tried, right? You tried going into the experiment wing, or
The experiment room does not work. Continue. He's been tapping the white stone this entire time.
Well, why don't we see what was in the lecturers' halls? That might have us have more information on the Janet person, or
yes.
what the
now,
experiments were.
Alternatively, I believe that same device would likely have activated the other security protocols.
All right, so
That's actually exactly what it sounded like to me, too. Not for nothing, I don't want the people carrying me to die. Oh, I would never be found.
Probably
though
not.
we found a skeleton key in there. If there is something that can get us inside a magically locked area, it's probably a skeleton key. The point is, I don't know how to use it. Would someone be able to identify it, figure it out?
Do any of you have a pearl I could identify?
I
I
mean,
have that.
isn't
Yeah,
I have
Mickey?
I have identifying as well. I can do it.
Marvelous.
I mean, isn't it usually you just hold on to a magical item long enough and then you can just use it, right?
How did you survive so long?
Old age. Wait, no, sorry, that I misread that question.
Oh
Gumption.
no, Alzheimer's is already sitting in. Just-
I mean, that's a good excuse for the last last session.
It's, how did you survive so long? Because I'm old. And that's sort of an answer, but not really at all.
How did you get old? Because I am.
Yeah.
That's almost
I
as
have
bad
a-
as you are what you eat. Like, goddamn, dude. What? Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Right, well, let's try to figure out what this skeleton key does then, and maybe it can open the way to this experiment wing or, the other places, if they are. Where was the place you went off to, Aina, first? I mean, back when you didn't come with us to the room.
Ian, you're
I
muted.
just-
Aina?
So, sorry, can you repeat it?
Where did you go when you didn't come to the same room as us?
It's basically a classroom. Although the students are all like these chain ghosts that keep chasing people for some reason. I don't know what they teach in there. This is so weird.
That might have been one of the security protocols.
Oh, is it?
Just
I
to
don't know. It
confirm,
looks like
Mickey, you are identifying, right?
Yep.
Okay, continue.
Right. Okay, so ghosts are maybe a potential threat then? Did you see anything else there? Anything of interest?
Well, I was mostly running around, so it's just desks, some books lying around, chairs, nothing much really. It's basically like a basic, typical classroom.
Right. TPK classroom.
Yep.
So it's a typical classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I mean, if it's a typical classroom, then why don't we just pay it a visit now and see if it's any better? All right, well,
Typical
see if we can
classroom
learn
with
anything.
Ghost student guardians or
Yeah,
something
that's what.
like it.
Yeah, TP classroom, right? So typical classroom.
Yeah. Well,
How did you survive so long?
Cause I'm. Oh wait, no, sorry. Gumption. Lots of gumption.
I don't think that's how that works, Rurik.
I mean, you'd be surprised if what you're capable of if you have the gumption to do it.
Who's gonna tell him?
I don't know.
I think you're confusing. I think you're confusing gumption with spite.
Commission? Isn't that like another recipe for gumbo? Those taste really good.
Right. Well, anyway, where do we want to go? Should we go into? Well, let's wait for the identification to finish.
Mm-hmm. No sense rushing it really.
No.
Alrighty. There's the identify. I showed you all the handouts of what the item looks like. So, this wondrous item is your first legendary item acquired by the party. Don't worry, I'm getting the Zelda song soon for my stream deck. Working on it. This mithril skeleton key was forged using the blood of 12 master thieves executed for trying to steal magic items during the Age of Arcanum by the man formerly known as Master Lecter. I had to add that little bit in because he's no longer known as Master Lecter. You just removed that. In its dormant state, which it currently is, the Infiltrator Kree grants the following benefits in its dormant state. The key can be used as thieves' tools for the purpose of opening locks when using the key. You are considered proficient in thieves' tools, and you have advantage on ability checks made to open locks. While holding the key, your steps are muffled, giving you advantage on stealth checks made to move silent. Congratulations, more than likely, Kyle.
Oh, sorry. I heard that last bit of explanation. That seems like it'd be good for Arite to have, maybe because of that clanky armor. Like, things won't attack him nearly as much.
Just give it to Kyle. That is so much better with Kyle.
I know.
It will help keep Kale safe when he scouts ahead.
It'll keep him
Dude,
safe when he next kills himself on a scouting mission.
I've
He's
already
been doing
been
fine.
blocked with the eyes. Don't block me with the legendary item.
I mean, you were the one picking it open, so you have the right bit.
Okay. Well, see if you can use it to open the white stone. Then I mean the experimentation thing.
Wait, so just poke the gem with it, or?
I need some time to get to know how to use that. Metagaming speaking, to attune to the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, it's not that powerful. It's not like, here, hold it, advantage. Like it's. Oh, that would be nasty. No.
By the way, Rourke does try that briefly. He like holds it and then just tries poking the white gem with it.
Nothing happens.
I already tried that. I already tried, man.
It's not. Where's the hole? Like it's. But anyways, with you going ahead and taking your short rest, and everybody else waiting patiently to maybe debate on going in there or whatnot, you'll talk about that out of character. I think this is actually where we are ending the session. So players, thank you very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time, and we will see you next time. Take care.